Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video. It's been a combination of getting sick, really bad weather, and laziness, and shitty days. But here I am making a video. This one I kind of want to talk about crossing open areas to wooded areas. Behind me you see an open area, and I play a lot of Armor Reforger. Fun game, you learn a lot of stuff on it. Probably some of the guys on the game are watching this, and hey guys. So when crossing this, you don't want to cross the middle of the day with a bunch of dudes that you're gonna be observed, because it'd be so easy to observe from like up in this barn to see these guys. So when you do it, well, if you absolutely know no one's there, that's great. But there's known unknowns, and so someone might be there. What do you do? Ideally, you probably want to cross in the early morning before dawn, or in the evening at dusk, sunset, night. Obviously, all good areas. But sometimes you have to make an emergency crossing. What do you do? I would personally, this tree line here. Oh, sorry, it's kind of reverse. Go along that tree line to the barn. It gives you a little bit of concealment, a little bit of cover. Very little both, but better than none. Wind's really blowing. And on the converse, say you come from that area, now you're in the woods. You're a lot safer, relatively speaking. A lot more concealment, a lot more carry. Chances are much more likely to be better off, right? So I don't know, it's just something I've been thinking about. And as you walk through the woods or whatever, get out there, go to your state park or county park, or if you got property, walk the wood lines and stuff. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Spring's around the corner, and that's when the bugs start. So I'm enjoying it right now. Anyways, I'll try to think of more stuff to come up with. If you guys have any ideas, leave comments or whatever. I'm open to pretty much anything within my means, so I would love to hear the feedback. Also, so I was talking to one of the guys I play with, Rico. This is my general purpose rifle. Look familiar? Yeah, I pretty much recreated it. Well, let's put that down. My R unit on top, red dot 3X. And so the only reason I bring this up, I always play the M4 Block 2 with an ACOG and an RMR red dot on top. So I just like to do stuff like that. And of course, got my Bravo Company grip, which is a better one than what the game has. I know because I've had the other one. Let's talk about that for a minute. This is my general purpose rifle. It's probably my favorite rifle. The rifle I had the most fun shooting is probably my short rifle, my 11.5, but it's not my favorite. Just because in my mind it's limited to a limited task. A foot to 300 yards, whatever. Now some people can shoot like a Mark 18, like, oh, I can shoot like 800 yards. Okay, cool. But the bullet's impact, like by the time you get hit with that, it's like a 177 Hornet or something like that. You've lost all your energy. So this is why they are pattern family of rifles. It's 500 yards or meters and in. So if I want to stick with that, my general purpose rifle here, I did lots of videos about it, but it'll reach out and track some stuff. This weekend I might go to range. I think I want to say it's like 330 yards that's available. So I might try out there, bring the phone out, and take some video of that and see a little 3-power scope can do. I used to have one just like this years ago. I shot at a different range, and I was hitting 312 yards with it. And so that's pretty easy. I mean, once your dope's dialed in and you got your bolt drop reticle in here, it's pretty easy, especially with a 3X. Now some people, I know a lot of videos, they have like a 1x6, 1x8, 1x10 on their GPR with the red dot. That's fine. But it might, this is just my opinion. The scope housing is kind of fragile. Generally speaking, there are exceptions. And so this thing here, I mean, it's freaking built like a tank. This Primary Arms 3X, it's awesome. It's definitely been proven, and I guess some of the guys in Ukraine are using it and shit too. Weird. But yeah, I would stick something like that or magnifier. This is just me personally. Do you? I don't care. I just like the fixed power of the red dot. I think that's the best of both worlds. If I need to switch between one or the other, I can. And actually with nods, which I do have, which I still have not made a video about. Sorry about that. I can easily see my red dot on top. And basically, it just becomes CTV or whatever. Obviously, unless I get a detachable mount for this, and move it like say up to here or whatever, and then put like an IR device. I mean, now you're eating a rail space. That's for like ultra specific type stuff, and we're probably not those guys. And if you are, you probably have a pretty good budget, and then you have a whole build center around that. So that'd be interesting to see if someone's got something like that. Uh, that's not me. But also, in general purpose rifle, I think whether it be airsoft or your first rifle or first couple rifles, you should definitely build a general purpose rifle for what you need. It can vary a little depending on where you live and your state laws and whatnot. I would, this is just, again, just my opinion. This is, not the gospel. If you're going to do a general purpose rifle, I think you should go 13.7 to 16 inches, around there. I think 12.5 and under, that's more of a high mobility urban or confined quarters type setup. I mean, yeah, you can still make long shots and everything, and that's cool. But the ballistic energy and your drop off is pretty substantial. At least between 13.7 and 16, you're easily going to hit 500 yards and still have plenty of power and energy left. This brings us to the other end of the spectrum, which is the SPR, which is originally stand for Special Purpose Receiver, not sniper. Just because you have SPR does not mean you're a sniper. You're a sniper, you're basically scout recon, you're gathering intel for like artillery strikes, almost like a JTAC, that whole thing. And there's probably cases where they still take long distance shots and whatnot, but my impression that I understand is that's few and far in between. It's no longer that dedicated shooter role, and that kind of role has kind of fallen to the DMR, designated marksman, receiver, or rifleman, who's within a squad. You usually have a 308 or maybe what I use my SPR is I use a 77 grain open tail hollow point bullet, and that's my preferred weapon for smacking things from I don't know 400 to 600 yards or so. So that's what I like. But anyways, I've ranted on long enough, and I'm just happy to make a video today. It's beautiful out, and you guys have a good day. All right, check you later. Hopefully, it'll be less time and distance. See you guys.